Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. As the Savior returns, Chris Jericho making his way to the ring here. Flashy entrance and all. Chris Jericho and John Cena are going to open this show up and talk to each other about their rivalry and about their beef. This was tweeted earlier today, before the show started. Jericho and Cena are gonna start off Monday Night Raw. And here comes John Cena. Obviously, the leader of the Chain Gang, a new attitude from John Cena. Last week, after defeating Ramon in the main event of Monday Night Raw to move on in the tournament for the #1 contendership of Big E Langston's WWE Championship, Chris Jericho attacked and made his return only a couple of weeks after Brodus Clay dealt with Jericho on Monday Night Raw. John Cena is now going to have to face off with Jericho again. Let's see how this bubbles down. Cena, let's cut to the chase. I don't like you. And you don't like me. I get it. But let's face it, you've always been jealous of Chris Jericho. Whether I do good things, whether I do selfish things, the people always like me better than you. And when you sent your crony Brodus Clay on me, that was the final straw. I hate you, John Cena. Half of this crowd hates you, John Cena. And I am not going to let you go further in this tournament without a hard resistance from Y2J. No, Jericho, you just run your mouth. You run your mouth up and down the arena. But what does it do? What does it do, Jericho? What does it do when you leave for 4 months and then come back? What does it do when you always come back at the Royal Rumble hoping to win but you never can? Because you just can't do it anymore. You say I'm jealous of you? Why would I be jealous of you? When you're not here, you go home, you sit on your ass in your basement, and you talk on your podcast, and you don't do anything else. I help people. Whether they hate me or they love me, they understand that the Chain Gang is going to help me get back to where I belong, and that's the WWE Championship around my waist. Now, Jericho, you can sit there and you can nod at me, you can make your stupid funny faces, but the fact is, John Cena is in the tournament. John Cena defeated Ramon last week, and John Cena will defeat everybody else and become #1 contender. And Jericho, there's one thing that you've never learned. Always watch your back. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God. And Jericho was about to say something and Cena just started to attack. Here comes Brodus Clay. And they're beating down Jericho on Monday Night Raw. I can't believe it. And here comes the WWE Champion, Big E Langston on the stage. Cena and Brodus Clay gonna hurry and try to take out Jericho. Big E Langston making a beeline for the ring, and here he comes. Big E Langston intercepting the attack from the Chain Gang, fending off the Chain Gang from Jericho. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw as we continue the #1 contention tournament for Big E and his championship title as Jack Swagger makes his way to the ring. Raw starting off in really a crazy fashion. Jericho and Cena both coming out immediately to start the show, and they addressed the situation, their rivalry of sorts with each other. Got out of hand. Cena and Brodus Clay jumped Jericho, and Jericho was saved by the WWE Champion Big E Langston. And it has been set as the main event of tonight. Big E Langston and Chris Jericho will team up against the Chain Gang tonight in tag team action. But right now we've got Jack Swagger. Swagger coming out to the ring. He's had a very stagnant year in my universe mode. Hoping to get any momentum if he can get a win over Luke Harper. Big Rig Luke Harper has separated his ties with the Wyatt family. And he is now walking upright. Luke Harper trying to start his singles career here in the WWE without his older brother Bray Wyatt hovering over his every move. He is now free to do what he pleases, and he was entered into this #1 contention tournament. How is he going to fare against the all-American Jack Swagger? A real American versus the Swamp Monster. Big Rig Luke Harper versus Jack Swagger. One will move on. And that's not all the action we have tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I have prepared 2 interviews for you tonight in preparation for next week's bracket match, I guess I should say, between AJ Styles and Syxx of the NWO. I have interviewed AJ Styles and I have interviewed Razor Ramon. They will meet up tonight in a singles match. And we also have Sami Zayn taking on David Otunga, also in a bracket match. Round 1 action here on Monday Night Raw in this tournament. Luke Harper looking to take it to the real American. If anyone thinks they can beat Big E Langston, it's Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger has a head of a rhino. He thinks he can beat anybody. Luke Harper just now starting his singles action career. Still trying to learn the ins and outs of being out here alone. Not having anyone to watch your back. As last week he learned that lesson the hard way as Syxx defeated him. Jack Swagger now taking it to Luke Harper.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness.
Nice Russian leg sweep. And Luke Harper pushing Jack away, trying to get some momentum back here. He's got to get into this match. The real American is a former world heavyweight champion. And there's a German suplex, and Luke Harper getting thrown literally onto the ropes here in this opening match of Monday Night Raw. Luke Harper now using his power, throwing Jack Swagger harshly into the corner. And now a back suplex, taking Jack down. Swagger roaring back, clothesline reversed into an arm drag. Oh, and a rake to the eyes. Luke Harper has just been stunned by the rake to the eyes and a German suplex again. Luke Harper still trying to fight out of this. His eyesight has been affected here by the eye rake of Jack Swagger. And now Jack Swagger going for a submission victory. Luke Harper, a very big man, had his feet under the ropes. Swagger an elbow to the side of the head. Now has control. Harper reversing, head face first into the mat for Jack Swagger. There are signs that Luke Harper could go here. No. There are signs that Luke Harper is a single superstar. He can do it. He's got all the tools. He's got all the potential. He's just got to work them together. He's got to use those tools. Oh my God, a knee trembler out of nowhere. Knee trembler out of nowhere. Luke Harper off the ropes. Oh my God, the splash. And he has just flattened Jack Swagger out of nowhere. The knee trembler stunning him. And the splash flattening him into the mat. 1, 2, no. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker to Jack Swagger. And Luke Harper now gaining some momentum. The crowd on their feet. They'd love to see Big Rig Luke Harper move on in this tournament. Luke Harper now affecting the legs of Jack Swagger. Harper gaining momentum. Swagger, Russian leg sweep. Taking it away. And Swagger now. Oh my God, the power of Swagger and a knee to the gut. What a gut buster by Jack Swagger. The real American with the momentum. Elbow to the face of Swagger. Big rig Luke Harper has taken down Swagger and now a submission hold. This is a submission move that only can come from a tortured mind who's been under Bray Wyatt, and that strong knockout punch flattening Swagger. Swagger laid out on the mat. Harper going for the victory. One. No. And another knee trembler to the face. Is that the one? Is that the one that's going to put this match away and let Luke Harper move on? 1, 2, 3. No! Jack Swagger kicking out. The crowd on their feet. They can't believe it. Jack Swagger was out. Electric chair from Harper. Harper desperately trying to finish Jack Swagger off here. Swagger with a roll-up. Swagger with a roll-up. The ref doesn't see it. His hands are under the ropes. The ref didn't get a good angle on the shoulders of Luke Harper. If he had, he would have seen that he was clearly touching the ropes there. And now another German suplex, and Jack Swagger's rolling again. Jack Swagger looking to put away big rig Luke Harper. Swagger with a power bomb. Reversed by Luke Harper. Luke Harper now. And another knee tremble. This time it hit him in the side of the ribs, it looks like. Could have busted a rib there. And another reversal. Swagger reverse DDT. What a hell of an opening match. 1, 2, 3. No! The reverse DDT almost looked as if he was going to catch Luke Harper off guard. Harper shoulder block. This is the type of matches you can expect when you're fighting for the WWE Championship match. Harper, Irish whip, Swagger into the corner. Again, a harsh Irish whip, really just flailing him across that turnbuckle. 1, 2, is this it? 3, no, again Jack Swagger, near fall. Harper has done everything right in this match. Swagger, belly to belly, thinks he's got it. 1, 2, no. Jack Swagger wants to be champ again. Luke Harper looking for his first championship run. If he can win this tournament, going for the cover. 1, 2, no. And these two are just absolutely gassed as a drop kick takes Swagger off his feet. Swagger dropping Luke Harper. He went for the real American ankle lock, and he got reversed. Oh, and now there's a sleeper hold. A sleeper hold on Luke Harper. A sleeper hold on Luke Harper. Jack Swagger, kind of a submission specialist. He could absolutely get Harper to tap out. Oh my God, jawbreaker. Jawbreaker to the real American. Harper now, knee trembler for a second time. Going for the pin. No, hand on the ropes. Swagger, the intuitiveness of Jack Swagger. Harper, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. That's gotta be it. Jack Swagger must be broken in half by now. 1, 2, 3. No, again Swagger kicking out. My God, the action to start off Monday Night Raw. Harper taking Swagger to the top rope. Good God, Swagger elbow reversed off the top. Double axe handle dropping Luke Harper. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! And Swagger bomb connecting. And that's gotta be it. Luke Harper got caught. 1, 2, 3. Jack Swagger moves on. Good God, what a vicious match from Jack Swagger and Luke Harper. Luke Harper just couldn't put Swagger away. Luke Harper still very new to the concept of singles competition. He had a lot of great moves in this match. But as you can see, Luke Harper would try to go for his knee trembler. He hit it, but he didn't move Swagger into the middle of the ring like he should have, and he got caught right there with the Swagger bomb. 1, 2, 3. Luke Harper falls here on Monday Night Raw, still trying to learn the ropes as a single superstar, but Jack Swagger moves on in the #1 contendership tournament for Big E Langston's WWE Championship. He will face the winner of later tonight, a match between Sami Zayn and David Otunga. Could this man be the next #1 contender? Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is before Raw. I am talking to both competitors in tonight's match of AJ Styles versus Razor Ramon. AJ, what do you have to say? Tonight, I am going to defeat Razor Ramon because I can. I am the Intercontinental Champion, a title formerly held by the bad guy himself. He's gonna talk a lot of trash, and that's okay. Cause the Spades, we talk trash too, but we back it up every night. And there's been a lot of rumors that me and the great Brits over here are splitting up, that we're growing apart. Couldn't be further from the truth. We're brothers, we all have our arguments. But me and Barrett know that the victory is just around the corner for all of us. I'll advance, he'll advance, Neville will advance, we will all advance, and we'll prove that the Spades are the best in this business. And when it comes down to just us, we're not going to turn on each other. We're going to be just as hardcore as we've always been and stay together and just have a friendly little competition about who deserves to go up against Big E Langston for the WWE Championship. But I want to turn my attention now, Michael Cole, to Syxx. Syxx, you run around, you run your mouth. You're the little mockingbird of the NWO. Well, next week, you face me in the tournament. And I can't wait to Bronco bust your ass out of the bracket. Wait. Yeah, Michael Cole. Coming up next, as I wanted to add on so graciously from the Jack himself, AJ Styles, I back up every word he says. Rule Britannia and AJ Styles, we still make up the Spades. And no one's better than the Spades. But Michael Cole, coming up next as a #1 contenders match. For a #1 contenders match, the Briscoe brothers will be getting an opportunity tonight against 3MB. Whoever wins that match next, well, next week they're gonna have to face Rule Britannia for the #1 contendership of the tag team titles held by the Usos. When the Spades ask for #1 contendership, we get it because we've proven ourselves. But coming up next, you're gonna find out exactly what we're gonna be up against next week. Oh, and by the way, Michael Cole, I didn't mention this, but that tag match, it's gonna be an elimination tag match to really prove that tag team's mettle. Well, welcome back to Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, and just before the break, we learned that this match is pretty much a #1 contenders match for next week's #1 contenders match. 3MB will face off against the Briscoes, and we're gonna have Wade Barrett in the back. He's got a headset on. Wade Barrett, can you hear us? Yeah, Michael Cole, I can hear you. Go ahead, finish your spiel. Alright, well, thank you. So yes, we're going to have this match here. The winner of this match between 3MB and the Briscoes will move on next week to face the Spades in a #1 contenders match for the Tag Team Championships of Monday Night Raw, currently held by the Usos. The Usos have been dominant ever since defeating Tons of Funk. They haven't had anyone that's been able to beat them yet. Could the Briscoes be the guys? They've got to get through 3MB first. 3MB under the tutelage of Sami Zayn have been doing much better than previously before. And even if they get past 3MB, they're going to have to get past the Spades. Let me cut you off there, Michael. They're not getting past anyone. They can try and try and try all they want, but they're not going to get past us. As you can hear, Wade Barrett providing commentary in the backstage. He neglected to come out for this match here. Wanted to stay in the back and watch it in as a comfortable locker room, I'm sure. And oh my god. And here come the Briscoe brothers. And they're still using Stone Cold's theme music. I mean, last week, what we could piece together from their interview is that they were going to create their own music. And apparently they're waiting to debut that music at a later date, still coming out to Stone Cold's music. Very edgy tag team here. No doubt impressive, but altogether annoying. The Briscoe brothers taking on 3MB. So Wade Barrett, without further ado, this is an elimination tag team match, a traditional universe mode elimination tag team match. What do the Briscoes have to do to get past 3MB? Well, Michael Cole, I'm not here to tell you how the Briscoes are gonna win. I'm here to tell you that they're gonna lose next week against me and Adrian Neville. Britannia rules, Michael. Well, and I guess indeed it does. But these are two good old boys from the South. These guys are real Americans. 3MB, well, one of them Scottish, but they're also rockers. They love America too. What can you say that Britannia, rule Britannia, what are they gonna do against either of these two tag teams? Michael Cole, did you ever read the book The Art of War by Sun Tzu? Apparently you haven't. If I give away all my trade secrets about next week's match, they're gonna use them against me. And I can't have that. So I'm not gonna tell you how I'm gonna beat them next week. I'm just here to enjoy the show and scout for the Spades. Alright, and there you have it from Wade Barrett. We've got Heath Slater in the ring right now. It looks to be against Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe, a little more eccentric than Jay. I thought Jay was bad, then Mark debuted. Mark seems to have a few more screws loose than Jay does. Says he operates under redneck kung fu. Didn't even know that existed, but he's in the ring right now with the chosen one, Drew McIntyre. One of the powerhouses of 3MB. Great technical ability, very big, very strong, very durable. Drew McIntyre can take a beating. Mark Briscoe getting caught in a German suplex here, and 3MB holding the advantage in this match. Michael, do you ever notice what the two Southerners, what they're wearing on their legs? They're wearing that little camouflage. Is it because they don't want to be seen by Rule Britannia? Do they not want us to find them? Well, I'm not quite sure, Wade, why they are wearing that. Oh my god, Mark Briscoe jumping off the top rope, and man, he's getting a tag to his brother Jay. Jay in the ring now. Yeah, Wade Barrett, I'm not quite sure why they're wearing that. They are Southern, they do like to hunt. They call themselves Dem Boys, so I'm sure that they are wearing that to pay homage to their Southern roots. Much like you and Adrian Neville come out to Rule Britannia to pay homage to your roots from being from Great Britain. No, Michael Cole, you even listen to the words of Rule Britannia. Never will we be a slave, that's what that means. We will not be a slave to people like 3MB and people like the Briscoes. Well, what do you mean be a slave? What do you mean be a slave? They're gonna, if they beat you, they're just gonna be the tag team champions if they can beat the Usos. Does that mean that you're a slave to the Usos right now? Yes, Michael, it does. It does mean that we're slaves to the Usos, and we're gonna liberate ourselves like we liberated the slaves before America. I bet you didn't know that either, did you? America a little late to the party there. Wade Barrett getting a little snippy here on commentary as this match rolls on. Again, this is an elimination tag team match. If Drew McIntyre were to fall to a pinfall here, it would then be 2 Briscoes. Oh my god, as the spear gets hit from Jay. It would be 2 Briscoes on 1 Heath Slater. Jay Briscoe doing some work in the middle of that ring. Heath Slater now into the match. Barrett, I mean, you came up with Heath Slater. You practically nearly almost lost the first season of NXT to Heath Slater. What can you say about his technical ability? Well, no doubt, Michael Cole. He's a great talent. You know, he's been good. He's been good for years. He's been great at pulling the curtains, right? He's been behind the stage, hitting the buttons to make the fireworks go off while I've been the Intercontinental Champion. I was going to be the tag team champion. I've been delivering bad news for years. I was the king of the ring of 2014. So I guess almost losing season 1 of NXT isn't so bad when you look at the rest of our reports, is it? Well, I guess you're absolutely right. Wade Barrett did win King of the Ring in 2014. He's been multiple-time Intercontinental Champion. Those are graces that Heath Slater hasn't achieved yet in this business. And Heath Slater off the ropes. Oh my god, and he's hitting both 2 birds with 1 stone here. He went off the ropes, took out Briscoe, and then bounced onto Jay. Oh my god, and Jay Briscoe over the top rope. Powerbomb to the outside. Jay Briscoe ruthless in the middle of the ring. Tossing Heath Slater back in. Oh, nice chop there, followed up by a nice right hand. Heath Slater insecurity to the side of the head. Heath Slater now gaining control into this match. Jay going for a tag, tagging in Mark. Heath Slater thinking better of it, tagging in Drew McIntyre. McIntyre in, Mark in. Drew McIntyre getting dropped by Mark. Mark going to utilize some of his redneck kung fu in this match, but gets cut short by a power slam from Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre getting caught. Oh my god, he's got that. He's kicked him. And here comes Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is coming out to the ring right now. Sami Zayn's supposed to show up a little later tonight. He's supposed to show up a little later tonight. And he's facing David Otunga. But he's out here in support of 3MB. Oh my god, and Heath Slater taking out Jay Briscoe. Drew McIntyre going for the... Well, he was going for his... He's going for his DDT there. Mark Briscoe off the ropes, flipping, and he lands on the mat. And this is the 3MB influence. Wade, are you ready for 3MB if they've got Sami Zayn? Yeah, I'm ready for 3MB. Bring Sami Zayn along with them. Me and Adrian Neville will beat him 2-on-3. But guess what? We've got a jack of spades in our pocket as well. We've got AJ Styles if we need him. Oh, great point. 3MB could face off next week against the Spades. The Briscoes look like they're in a lot of trouble here as Drew McIntyre goes for the cover. 1. Not going to happen. Sami Zayn getting in the middle of this ring here. He is being extremely disruptive in this match. And I believe has he taken out... I believe Jay and Sami Zayn are battling on the outside here. The referee is just noticing it. Drew McIntyre has just hit the DDT. And he's going for the cover here. 1, 2, 3. No! Mark Briscoe kicking out. Good God, that was so close. 3MB in the ring. Jay Briscoe, Mark Briscoe battling with 3MB in the middle of the ring, and Drew McIntyre chopping out the legs of Mark Briscoe. power slam again. Mark Briscoe desperately needs a tag. And Drew McIntyre pounding the back of his head into the mat. And Drew McIntyre German suplex. 3MB has the Briscoe brothers where they want them. If I'm being honest, I love seeing it. The Briscoe brothers are a very irritating group of people. I would much listen to a whole concert CD of 3MB singing live than anything of what them boys could do. And Mark Briscoe again failing to make the tag to his brother Jay. Still in the ring here against Drew McIntyre. Sami Zayn and Heath Slater floating around at ringside here. And there's a clothesline knocking down Drew, giving an opening. In comes brother Jay. Jay in the ring now. Jay Irish whip to Drew McIntyre into the Briscoe corner. Tag team move here, 3MB. Not paying attention. They were bad-mouthing some of the fans in the corner there. And a double shoulder block. Taking down Drew McIntyre. Mark has to go for the cover. What is he doing here? What is he doing? He's just let it go. Mark Briscoe has just let that opportunity go. Drew McIntyre transfixed on Jay. And there's that spinning heel kick. Dropping Drew. Off the ropes. Spinning. And again he fails to connect. Mark Briscoe now pumping up here. Getting fired up about something. Drew McIntyre, but look at this. Drew McIntyre again going for the double underhook DDT. And he is just connected with it. Planting Mark Briscoe's head into the mat. 1, 2, no. Broken up by Jay Briscoe. And Heath Slater and Heath Slater and Sami Zayn on the outside. It almost seems like they're not even caring that Drew McIntyre is getting beat up by the Briscoe brothers in the middle of the ring. Are they having a dispute? Mark Briscoe going for the cover. Oh my god, 1, 2, 3, no! Drew McIntyre kicking out and Heath Slater returning to ringside. Drew McIntyre desperately needs a pin here, a tag out here. And he does. Mark Briscoe tagging in Jay, two of the fresher tag team partners. Heath Slater being Irish whipped into the Briscoe corner. Now he's going to get some of dem boys' punishment. Oh my god, here we go. Oh, and look at that forearm to the face. Dropping Slater. And oh my god, an elbow. Destroying the back. And the crowd is loving it. The crowd loves the Briscoes. They are insane. Mark Briscoe going for the cover. 1, 2, no. Slater kicking out. Heath Slater getting dropped with a Russian leg sweep here. Sami Zayn causing more problems out here than solutions, as Jay Briscoe looking for the Jay Driller on Heath Slater, connecting, dropping Heath Slater. Wait, Barrett, are you watching this action? Yes, I am, Michael Cole, and you're distracting me from scouting. And here we go, Jay Driller 1, 2, no. And Drew McIntyre in the ring now. Referee controlling Drew McIntyre, Heath Slater, Jay Briscoe facing off. And oh, look at this, a rear naked choke from Heath Slater. Rear naked choke getting broken up by Mark Briscoe. And going for the cover again. 1, no, not going to happen. And Mark is being distracted here by Sami Zayn. He's got to get out of the ring or he's going to get disqualified. That would definitely help out 3MB. Jay Briscoe now. Oh, look at those kicks straight to the face of Slater. Stunning him for the moment. Irish whip into the corner. Slater again going to get double teamed. Oh, knee to the gut. The crowd loving the punishment to 3MB right now. The crowd loves the Briscoe brothers, and I can't figure out why. Going for the cover again. 1, 2, no. Heath Slater holding on. Oh, the spear out of nowhere. Good God. And now just punishing Heath Slater. I mean, what a great show of skill here by the Briscoe brothers. Cover 1, 2. And again, Slater kicking out. Slater rolling out the leg of Jay Briscoe. And now he's got an opening, tagging in Drew McIntyre. Jay Briscoe coming straight for... getting attacked straight by Drew McIntyre. An Irish whip. No, just throwing him across to his corner. Looks like he had him by the ponytail there. A little cheating there. 1, 2, no. Drew McIntyre kicking out. The fortitude of 3MB hanging on. Sami Zayn caused some problems earlier on in this match for them. But here we go. And Jay Briscoe's got a sleeper on Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre is gone. Drew McIntyre is out of this match. It's now only Heath Slater versus both of them boys. Heath Slater off the top rope, getting dropped by Jay Briscoe. Jay Briscoe going for the cover. 1, 2, 3, no. Slater again kicking out. Slater rolling out the leg of Jay Briscoe. He's got to get something going here because he is the only surviving member of 3MB. The Briscoe brothers, if they can just cover Heath Slater and make him submit or tap out, they will move on next week to face the Spades. Jay Briscoe, double team maneuver and a poke to the eye. A poke to the eye. Jay Briscoe lifting Heath Slater straight over his head and dropping him down. And is that enough? Is that enough? 1, 2, no. Slater again kicking out. Oh my God, the spear. The spear. Jay Briscoe can hit the spear goddamn nearly out of anywhere. Going for the cover again. 1, 2, 3, again. Heath Slater kicking out, the crowd on their feet. They know that Slater is just about done. They know that he is about to give up, and the Briscoes will move on. 1, 2, again, no. What a wonderful night here to be a fan of Monday Night Raw. Jay Briscoe tagging in Mark. And this is the advantage of the Briscoes. Mark Briscoe getting a little distracted here. He seems to be extremely distracted. We're not quite sure why. Heath Slater now attacking Mark Briscoe and an elbow taking him down. And immediately Mark Briscoe yielding the advantage of the match to Heath Slater. Oh, and there we go. Another rear naked choke. If he could hurry and get a quick tap out here on Mark Briscoe, it could even up the match. Jay Briscoe breaking it up. Mark Briscoe running DDT, dropping Heath Slater. Looking for a tag, I think, and Jay Briscoe back into the match. Dropped by Heath Slater, goes for an elbow drop, gets out of the way. Nice flapjack there, taking down Jay Briscoe. And Jay Briscoe not happy, he's getting fired up now. Jay Briscoe attacking, looked to be the kidney of Heath Slater. Jay Briscoe, what's he going for here? He gets reversed by Slater. Slater picking Jay Briscoe up. Another reversal, elbow to the face. Jay Briscoe tossing Heath into the corner. And we got a tag team maneuver here. Oh my God, Jay Briscoe taking him up. Oh my God. Dear God, what was that? Mark Briscoe dropping Heath Slater. Shades of the Legion of Doom. 1, 2, 3. Mark and Jay Briscoe move on to face the Spades. Wade Barrett, what do you think of that match? Impressive. Impressive, Michael Cole. Very impressive. But they're not going to get past us next week. I've got more business to attend to later tonight. But for now, I got to take this information back to the rest of the Spades. And Wade Barrett has left us. I mean, look at this. Shades of the Legion of Doom here. Wow. We haven't seen that in at least 10 years. As Mark Briscoe gets the pin on Heath Slater. The Briscoe brothers move on to face the Spades next week on Monday Night Raw for the #1 contention to the Tag Team Championships. The Briscoe brothers one step closer to being champions. And I will admit that I'm warming up to the Briscoe brothers. They were irritating and annoying. They probably still are, but I cannot discount the fact that these two are damn near unstoppable together. And I'm here with the NWO, another interview here about tonight's match. Razor Ramon and Syxx. What do you have to say? Hey, yo. Hey chicos, AJ Styles, Wade Barrett. Hey, you guys think you're funny? You think you're funnier than the bad guy? And you think you're funnier than Syxx? No, you're not funnier than the NWO. But you know what's funny to me? What makes Razor Ramon chuckle at night as he tries to go to sleep? It makes me chuckle to realize that next week the Intercontinental Champion is gonna get beat by the little chihuahua of the NWO, Syxx. Now I know there's a lot of doubters out there because I lost last week to Cena. And that's okay. Because Razor Ramon, he's always got a plan up his sleeve. And tonight, the NWO will prevail. And next week, Syxx will defeat AJ Styles. You see, Michael Cole, what the Spades don't understand is NWO is for life, and the Spades, they ain't nothing but a thing. They will go away eventually, but me and my brothers, we will be together forever. And Syxx? Yeah, next week, AJ. Next week, it's me and you. Now, I'm sure you're going to bring one of your two British lackeys with you. So tonight, I'm going to be in the corner of my big man over here. And we're going to see just exactly who's going to have the momentum going into our match next week. I beat my guy last week in Luke Harper. Let's see if you can beat my guy, Razor Ramon. NWO for life, Michael Cole. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the man who pinned John Cena. That victory that night on Monday Night Raw just a month or so ago has led to his entering into the #1 contendership tournament for the WWE Championship. David Otunga has a tough test ahead of him. He's looking to defeat Sami Zayn here. Will he be able to do it? Sami Zayn also has a tough hill ahead of him. Whoever wins this match is going up to face Jack Swagger in round 2 of this tournament. Sami Zayn just a couple of minutes ago really caused some problems for his band members. Drew McIntyre and Heath Slater, he distracted them so much that Drew McIntyre was caught with a pin, giving the ultimate advantage to the Briscoes. The Briscoes moved on. Sami Zayn now has to worry about himself. He is in this tournament and he's facing David Otunga. Winner moves on for #1 contendership of the WWE Championship. Sami Zayn versus David Otunga. Well, I can't believe the action that we've had here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's been off the hook. There's been brawls. There's been great matches. Brothers have moved on. What else will we see from tonight's matches? Sami Zayn starting off the match, a little technical ability. Oh, but he gets thrown into the corner by the power of David Otunga. David Otunga, a Harvard Law graduate. Sami Zayn has been wrestling all over the world for years. David Otunga reversing, throwing Sami Zayn into the corner, and a strong clothesline taking him down. Sami Zayn messed up in the last match, but he's got to drop that. He's got to focus on David Otunga. He cannot get caught with the verdict. David Otunga's finishing move. If he does, this match could be over extremely quickly. And another clothesline taking Sami Zayn down. Sami Zayn has built 3MB to a great contention status. But 3MB has just started to fall apart since then. And Sami Zayn hasn't really been a whole lot of help. Sami Zayn also hasn't been in the limelight. I mean, he did lose that match against Adrian Neville all those months ago. It landed him in 3MB. It landed Adrian Neville in the Spades. And you can tell how different these two came out because of it. Sami Zayn, he's had to work for everything. He's built a group from bottom to top. He has tried to get them to the top tag team status on Monday Night Raw, whereas Adrian Neville has been handed everything to him, and now he's got a little pompous attitude.
He saw that one coming. These superstars looking for a victory.
The way things go here in the WWE, it's almost like destiny. As David Otunga Irish whips Sami Zayn into the corner and going for another clothesline reverse. Knee to the face and throwing him into the corner. Going for that big boot into the corner. Sami Zayn likes to finish off matches like that. A big boot in the corner. Or a DDT off the top rope. Sami Zayn very fast. You pick him up for a move. He knows 2 or 3 different ways to reverse and get out of it. I haven't seen a talent this fast since the debut of Rey Mysterio. And Sami Zayn now trying to get some momentum going against David Otunga's got to keep him off of his feet. Got to keep the Harvard Law graduate from getting his momentum all the way up here. Sami Zayn getting dropped by the STO from David Otunga. Sami Zayn getting caught. David Otunga reversing. Shoulder block taking Sami Zayn down. This is what you can't do. You cannot let David Otunga dominate you like that. And look at that, a strong power-up move from Sami Zayn. Off the top ropes, catches him. And a nifty neck breaker. Followed up by a moonsault. This is what you have to do, Sami Zayn. Keep him off of his feet and keep moving. Do not stop. If you do, you get caught. There you go. Again, another nice Hurricane Rana. This is keeping David Otunga off his feet. It's probably taking a little more out of Sami Zayn. But it dizzies David Otunga. Gets him dizzy. It gets him disoriented. David Otunga going for the cover. 1, 2, no.
This match has been 100 miles an hour since the opening bell.
David Otunga. Great wrestling ability. He gets a hold of you. He can drop you down. And Sami Zayn is currently being held down by David Otunga. Oh, a nice roll up here from Sami Zayn. 1, no.
Man, this has been a great matchup.
David Otunga, another takedown. Just dropping and stopping any momentum from Sami Zayn. Belly-to-belly suplex to Sami Zayn. Going for the cover. 1, 2. And Sami Zayn kicking out after 2. David Otunga looking to finish this match off here. David Otunga, forearm to the face. Clothesline taking him down again. David Otunga gonna finish it here. He's gonna finish it. He's going for a powerbomb. Powerbomb connecting to Sami Zayn. And David Otunga's calling for the verdict. And David Otunga dropping Sami Zayn with the verdict. David Otunga gonna move on here. 1, 2. Oh my god, an upset 3. And David Otunga defeating Sami Zayn. And 3MB's night falls apart. They fail to get into the #1 contention match for the Tag Team Championships. And they fail to move on in the WWE Championship match tournament. Sami Zayn and the rest of 3MB are going to have to go back to the drawing board. Because so far tonight, they're 0 for 2. They can't get the job done. Something needs to change within the ranks of 3MB. And there you go. We will see Jack Swagger take on David Otunga in the next round of this tournament. Amazing that David Otunga has made it even this far into the WWE Championship. Hey, if he matches up against Cena, he's beat Cena before. We might be looking at one of the next WWE champions in David Otunga. And welcome back to Monday Night Raw. You've been hearing them talk smack all night long. AJ Styles versus Razor Ramon is up next. The Intercontinental Champion making his way to the ring. The Jack of Spades not alone. Adrian Neville following closely. AJ Styles, Adrian Neville, Wade Barrett, they've all had issues about whether they are on the right track. Only AJ Styles has been anything remotely successful in this group. But it would appear to me that they are on the right track. Adrian Neville moved on in the tournament. Wade Barrett moved on in the tournament. AJ Styles is the Intercontinental Champion. And next week he's got a match against Syxx. And he might move on in the tournament. The Spades are looking pretty successful to me. They have had their squabbles, but they've absolutely squashed those. They are a together force. Cleared that up in an interview earlier tonight as Razor Ramon makes his way to the ring here. Razor Ramon, a very cocky individual. And as cocky as he is, he doesn't really back it up. Last week he lost the match against John Cena. He didn't move on in the tournament. He is out. And Razor Ramon and Syxx on their way out to the ring here. This could get ugly with Syxx and Adrian Neville on the outside. The NWO and the Spades. I mean, no group, no clique likes any other clique. Razor Ramon earlier tonight actually said the NWO is for life. The Spades will never be forever. And that's something to get inside the head of the Spades, as we did see cracks. And here we go. We've got Razor Ramon versus AJ here. And an interesting note, we've got Big E Langston coming out to check out the action. He's had issues with AJ Styles. He's had issues with the NWO. Big E Langston is out here scouting this match up close and personal. Big E Langston later, we're not going to get him on commentary. He's got a match a little later. We want to let him stay focused. The WWE Champion is going to need his space. But AJ Styles versus Razor Ramon here. Oh, and Adrian Neville getting nippy with the ref already. This is going to get ugly before it gets better. As AJ Styles hits a face buster. So we said Big E Langston inserting himself in Cena and Chris Jericho's rivalry. Brodus Clay making it an extremely uneven battle. Big E Langston, very valiant champion, coming out and helping one of the people who mentored him on his way up. Big E Langston, current WWE champion, helping the champion of old, Chris Jericho. Razor Ramon getting caught with an arm drag here, getting thrown off balance. Syxx and Adrian Neville trying to tell their guys what to do, and AJ Styles tosses Razor Ramon out to the outside. Razor Ramon reverses, and now he's in the NWO's side of the ring. This is not going to go well for AJ Styles. He's got to get out of there, or Adrian Neville needs to get over there and help him. What is Syxx doing here? What is Syxx? Where's Syxx going? And another just face getting bounced off that thin layer of padding that separates concrete from the superstars. Referee up to a 6 count. Both superstars get back into the ring. This match has been 0 to 50 within a second or two of it starting. Big E Langston out here checking out possibly AJ Styles, who is still in the WWE Championship tournament. He has his match next week against Syxx. Big E Langston has come out. He's watched these matches off and on. I'm sure he's taped them. He's going over everyone's moves, seeing how he can get an advantage over anybody. It's also going to be interesting. Next week, Brodus Clay will go up against Titus O'Neil. Brodus Clay, the lieutenant of the Chain Gang. And whether he or the other half of the Wrecking Crew, Titus O'Neil, make it further into the tournament next week, they're both very big individuals who can easily match up against the current WWE champion.
Nobody wants to give an inch in this.
AJ Styles, catching Razor off guard, has control. An uppercut, staggering Razor Ramon, the bad guy, a little dizzied. AJ Styles taking advantage. Razor Ramon catching him, belly-to-belly suplex, drops AJ down.
Oh, look at this. He's hurt bad.
Razor Ramon is not fast enough to counter these attacks from AJ Styles. Scoop slam into a leg drop. AJ Styles going for the cover. One. And there's Syxx. There's Syxx on the side of the apron, distracting the referee here as a backhand fist takes out the Intercontinental Champion. And there's a power slam. AJ Styles nearly had the match won. But obviously the extra components of this match making their presence felt as AJ Styles has a cross arm breaker on Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon does not tap out. Syxx interrupting the referee regardless. AJ Styles again going for a submission move. Is this strategy here to get Syxx out of the ring? It worked because Syxx is gone. Syxx was ejected and Razor Ramon taps out nearly immediately from AJ Styles' submission hold. What an excellent strategy against a big man. Make him submit. How do you get his manager out of here? You have his manager interrupt the referee multiple times. How do you do that? You make Syxx nervous about Razor losing the match. That's exactly what happened. AJ Styles, a very strategic thinker, got Syxx out of the ring quickly, got out of the arena, and there you go. And now he's gonna shake his hand of Razor Ramon, and Razor Ramon not gonna shake the hand of AJ Styles. Razor Ramon loses this match. He lost last week, a sore loser in Razor Ramon. AJ Styles is looking good for next week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up, we've got the main event of the evening. Big E Langston has gone back. I think he went back to go get his WWE Championship. It'll be Big E Langston and Chris Jericho versus the Chain Gang next. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of the evening. Chris Jericho making his way to the ring for the second time tonight. Earlier tonight, he and John Cena faced off in a war of words about their rivalry with each other. It broke down. Brodus Clay and Cena tried to beat Jericho down and out. Big E Langston came out for the save. And that has led to the main event tonight. Chris Jericho and the champion, Big E Langston, taking on the Chain Gang. Chris Jericho looks determined. He looks ready. And here comes your WWE Tag Team Champion, Big E Langston. He's got the gold around his waist. He's been scouting the tournament matches, but he hasn't been a coward. He has been out here. He has been trying to justify every one of his actions. He's defeated the immortal Hulk Hogan. He's beaten the odds multiple times. Big E Langston is a proven WWE champion. And now he's getting involved and helping out his friend Chris Jericho. Big E Langston putting himself in harm's way against the Chain Gang to save Jericho from a beating. It just shows the merit of the man that Big E Langston is. We're preparing for the chain gang here, and John Cena's coming out. John Cena's already on his way out, and Jericho and Cena are brawling on the outside. They're not even waiting for this match to get started here. They're not even waiting for the match to get started. Brodus Clay and Big E watching on as Jericho and Cena lay into each other. And this is a tag team match, not a traditional elimination one. This is just a normal tag team match right now. And it hasn't even gotten started. Brodus Clay tossing Jericho into the ring after Cena was getting pounded. And Jericho tagging in the champion, Big E Langston. And Big E Langston going after Cena. Cena dropping Big E. The match is officially underway here. And Jericho, what the hell? What the hell? Chris Jericho has just ditched the WWE champion. Big E Langston came out to help Chris Jericho earlier tonight, and now the match is a 2-on-1 match against Big E Langston. Cena and Jericho hate each other, but what a great opportunity for both Brodus Clay and John Cena to weaken the WWE champion if they win the tournament. This is a 2-on-1 situation for the WWE champion right now. This is not a good situation to be in. Brodus Clay is on a clock here. How long can he survive against John Cena and the lieutenant of the chain gang, Brodus Clay? Chris Jericho once again trolling us, trolling the fans, trolling Big E Langston. My God, what a powerful suplex. And leaving the ring. Jericho got his fill when he was beating up Cena. He immediately tagged out to Big E Langston. Didn't want to fight in this match at all. I think Big E Langston's been set up here. What are the motives of Chris Jericho? Oh, look at that, Big E Langston trying to fight back, and he is doing so successfully, taking it to former WWE champion John Cena. Big E Langston trying to power out. It's a 2-on-1 situation here. Elbow to the back of the head. Cena has his comeback here, and Big E Langston tried to escape the ring. It was a very wise move. He realized that Cena was getting fired up. John Cena, that back suplex, dropping Big E. John Cena. John Cena, what's he going for here? It looks like he was going for that fisherman suplex, and he gets reversed by Big E Langston. Big E now. Straight right hands to the face of John Cena. He's got to fight his way out of this predicament that he's found himself in. It's a 2-on-1 beatdown to the champion. Big E Langston now going for the cover. One, no. I mean, Big E Langston is facing all comers right now. Literally, he tried to make a friend in Chris Jericho as John Cena lifting Big E Langston. The power of Cena is still there, even if the respect is long gone. John Cena hitting attitude adjustment, going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! No, oh my God, Big E Langston kicked out of the attitude adjustment. Big E Langston kicking out, showing resolve in a futile situation. John Cena again, back suplex, dropping the champ. 1, 2. It's only a matter of time before Big E gets injured here. If he keeps being stubborn and kicking out, John Cena running scared, tagging in the Lieutenant Brodus Clay. The fresh man hasn't entered the match once tonight, and now he's got to face Big E Langston, who's been beaten multiple times. He's got hit with an attitude adjustment. He's been beaten down by Cena. Big E Langston still trying here, though. The crowd on their feet, they're hoping the WWE champion can pull through as Big E goes for a superplex on the big bad Brodus Clay, connecting. Brodus Clay dropping Big E Langston. Brodus bringing in Cena. Cena gonna try to finish the job here as the chain gang continues their advantage of 2-on-1 on the WWE Champion. If you're just joining us, Chris Jericho was playing possum earlier tonight, as Big E Langston has Cena in a submission hold. Cena is in a submission hold, and he gets broken up immediately. Jericho was playing possum earlier tonight, wanted Big E's help when he needed it. He got his fill in beating up Cena earlier before this match started. Immediately the match started, Jericho ran out and left Big E alone here to face the Chain Gang. Brodus Clay hitting that power slam. Cena now going to try to finish the job here. Cena tagging in Brodus Clay. Brodus Clay fresh. I don't think he's been in the match more than 30 seconds. And look at that, a straight hit straight to the nose. And now pounding the back of the champ. The champ won't go down. And there he goes. He's finally down. Brodus Clay covering him with 450 plus pounds. 1-2, no. Big E Langston kicking out. Big E Langston showing the resolve of a champion here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Brodus Clay has a match next week to advance in the tournament. John Cena has already advanced. He advanced last week by beating Razor Ramon, and he will face Adrian Neville in round 2 of the tournament. As Big E Langston continues to battle the Chain Gang. But it really is, it's a futile effort here. It's 2-on-1. And one of those men is John Cena. This is an impossible situation for Big E Langston to overcome, and Brodus Clay with a full Nelson. Just tap out Big E. And Big E fails. As we figured he would. Cena and Brodus Clay victorious. No doubt with the help of Jericho skipping out on the WWE Champion. I mean, Big E has faced almost all comers. He hasn't had a friend throughout the whole time here in the WWE. He won the championship alone, and now he's going to have to defend it alone with no friends. Jericho betraying him, and he finally succumbed to the full Nelson submission hold. Oh my God, and here we go. What the hell's going on here? What the hell is going on? Good God. I don't know who that is. That's Jey Uso and Eric Rowan. What the hell? These two were feuding. I don't understand. Jey Uso has an NXT championship right now, and they've just taken out the Chain Gang. I'm not quite sure what is going on there. Jey Uso with an NXT championship. Perhaps he was hypnotized by Bray Wyatt to come out here and peg Cena and Brodus Clay. But why would Bray Wyatt do that? Very interesting end to Monday Night Raw. Was it just a message from NXT to Raw that the Royal Rumble is just around the corner, and Bray Wyatt has his sights on being the winner of the Royal Rumble? I don't know. I have no idea what this means or why these two are here. But Cena and Brodus Clay had an excellent night here tonight, taking out the WWE Champion. And they have just been taken out by the Wyatts. What the hell is going on? Maybe we'll find out more on NXT. I'm a little confused. But that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're out of time. Ladies and gentlemen, Wednesday we will have NXT. Friday we will have Friday Night SmackDown. And then next Monday night on Raw will be the go-home show before the TLC pay-per-view. Raw is going to have a couple of special weeks of matches. You see the Uso right there. In 2 weeks, he's going to defend his tag team championships against either the Spades or the Briscoe brothers. So we are going to try to compete with SmackDown and NXT in their joint pay-per-view, TLC, with a couple of matches of our own. So ladies and gentlemen, next week is not a show to miss. That being said, Derek D. Ginger King checking out.